Thank you for watching this month's Be in Brunswick. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Surf Unlimited and Dane Delane Salon Studios. Today we're at West Brunswick High School and we're going to be following the American Red Cross while they do a blood drive today. So we're going to find out the process, learn a little bit more about what they do with the blood, and I just may get up there and donate some blood. Finally, we're going to follow up in Ocean Isle Beach and head over to Seatow and get out on the water with them and find out what they do on a daily basis out there in our ocean. So let's go be in Brunswick. Very dramatic. Hi. I'm here to donate blood.
Yay, thank you so much. So you had any questions with your pamphlet?
No, I read through it all. Very, very detailed.
Okay, terrific. So we'd like you to place this on your chest.
All right.
Okay. And you're going to go over and sit and wait to donate.
All right.
And they will move you forward.
So Kevin, I'm plugged in here giving some blood. So tell me a little bit about the process that you go through for the blood. What happens after I donate?
Well, after you donate, then it goes to the lab in Durham, and they do the testing of the tubes, which we draw after you're finished, and they test that first before, make sure the unit's good before they'll transfuse it. And it'll the blood goes there actually 7 nights a week. And they pick it up about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, and then it goes to Durham. Yeah, the units go to Durham, and the tubes, I think they wind up eventually go to Charlotte because they do some testing there. But
so if the blood's deemed fine for, then it goes, what's the process to the blood after that? What do you do with the blood that you've collected that's deemed okay?
Well, then it's determined. We deliver to the hospitals, and it just goes wherever it's necessary. It stays in the area for the most part, but if they need it elsewhere, I don't know where it goes. That's decided elsewhere.
So, but it's mostly stays locally, which is good to know that, so our local folks get it. How much blood do you think today at this blood drive you think you guys will get?
Well, the goal I know is 55.
55.
And hopefully we're going to get there. We're here to 1:30. I'm not sure where we are right now.
Is that 55 people to donate, or is that gallons?
No, pints.
55 pints of blood. All right, that seems like a pretty, I don't know, how much is a pint of blood? Was it one of those bags that we have?
Yeah, just one. There's quite a few bags there, but that's what the lab uses after they test the tubes, and then it gets separated after the different components. But we can only draw a pint. It's about a pint.
So I asked you earlier, and I'm going to ask you again, you guys right now, it's kind of the fall, so we're looking at high schools and colleges right now. You're doing a lot of donations from there?
Correct, yes.
How often do you do these donation sites, just in general?
Well, right now we'll do at least 3 in a given week, either high schools or colleges for the most part.
And if someone wants to donate blood that maybe aren't in a donation site, can they go somewhere specifically to do that?
Well, we have we operate out of Wilmington there on the center on 16th Street, and that's open every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday there at the center if they want to go there, or if they can just do it online for any blood drive that we may be that's open to the public in the area.
So they can go to the Wilmington office,
Correct.
Or they can look at your website and find out where the nearest donation clinic's being held in the area.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you, Kevin, so much. I know you said you've been doing this how many years?
I've been working for the Red Cross 13 years.
I will say you did a great job inserting my needle. It did not hurt, not a little, even little bit. So thank you so much, and appreciate you letting us be out here today.
Okay,
Thank you,
thanks a lot.
Kevin. Thank you. So I'm here with Maya Williams, who's doing her senior project on why people give blood. And did I say that? Is that correct? Is that your senior project, Maya?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about it.
I'm doing my senior project on why you should donate blood because I think it's like so much going on about the Hurricane Matthew and Harvey and then the Las Vegas shooting. It's really a good thing and a good cause to give back blood to help people out, like to just make a difference in the world and save a life.
Tell me what senior project means. Like, what is the process? What do you have to do?
We have to have at least a 5 to 8 page paper. And then you have to get in like your hours, like you have to have 15 hours, basically like a product that you do, like what I'm doing now, getting in my hours. And I've been staying at the school helping with Miss River with the health science class. So it's like basically a product that got to be connected to your senior project.
And why did you choose this? Is it because of, did you have a particular reason other than just the hurricanes and just people needing the blood? Is that why you chose it?
Yeah, and also Miss River gave us an idea last year when I had her class that this would be a good senior project, so I kind of followed up with that. Yeah.
And when do you have to present your senior project?
December 14th. December 14th, yeah.
And how do you present that? What do you have to have for the presentation?
I'm really not sure yet. I haven't got that far. I don't know what I'm supposed to have.
So you don't have that yet. But I think you do present to a group of photo people, I think is what I've heard in the past. Awesome. So is there anything else about the project that you have found interesting?
I mean, this pretty much, I like to help out with this. It's pretty cool and fun. Something different that my school does, so it's really nice.
Did you help get the word out about the blood drive? Did you help with the marketing efforts of that?
Yes, ma'am. We did like during our lunches, we had help people sign up. We did like internet posts. We made posters. So it was really cool to tell people about it.
Do you know how many people have signed up?
No, I'm not really sure. I know we had more than what their goal was, and other than the people who couldn't donate, but the people who signed up, it was more than what our goal was. So yeah.
Well, fantastic. Well, we appreciate you being out here. I think you've picked a worthy cause to give for the area, and I wish you the best on your project.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maya.
So what happened?
Okay, so I donate.
Just go with it.
Okay, so I've donated the blood, and apparently I did it in 5 minutes, which is great. The process usually takes 5 to 10 minutes. I will say, because I ate an early breakfast, and it took us a while to get processed, that I didn't eat enough this morning. So I did get woozy and a little lightheaded, and basically have to kind of lay down, which is why I'm in this position right now. However, the process itself was great. Giving the blood didn't hurt. It was the after part of it. But I would not say not give blood just because you're afraid you're going to get woozy. Everybody was really great and accommodating. I got ice, I got juice, I got crackers. And now I'm just kind of relaxed a minute. And, I'm so glad I did it because I know the blood's going to go to someone that really, really needs it. So, if you have an opportunity, try to give some blood at a local donation site or go to their website and see where their locations are to give blood.
ATMC is a cooperative. That means we're member-owned and member-controlled. And because we're a nonprofit, we refund portions of the revenues not used to cover expenses in any given year back to our members. These refunds are called capital credits. In September, ATMC distributed over $3 million in capital credit refunds to more than 49,000 of our members, both past and present. $1.5 million was refunded to members who had qualifying services in 1998, and for the first time ever, we distributed an additional $1.5 million to members who had qualifying service in 2016. ATMC has a long history of giving back to our members. In fact, since the year 2000, we've given back more than $42 million in capital credit refunds to our membership. This is the sign of a strong cooperative and a great example of how cooperatives put members first. On behalf of our board and our over 200 employees, we thank you for your patronage and we thank you for choosing ATMC.
The administrators and the teachers, everybody, all the stakeholders were a lot more interested in doing more STEM. And so it seemed like a good time to apply for an ATMC grant and get more iPads in the classroom, here for the art classroom and the music classroom, and it's been a big hit since we've got them.
Well, these projects in music, what we did was use the program GarageBand in order for students to create their own original music that paired along with the project they did in art class. Their goal was to create music that represented the same core value they created visually in Minecraft.
Minecraft is where you could place blocks wherever you would like, and you could just let your imagination flow through and you could almost create anything you would like. My teammate was Lydia and we worked together and we came up with the idea of a bouquet. In art class, we created an American flag and a duck to represent the value of honesty. In music, we use GarageBand to create music to show that same value.
You know, with this new creativity, they're able to create their own ideas and work in new ways, which are going to solve the problems that we're having today in the 21st century. One of the great things about Brunswick County is we have a lot of STEM industries here in our community. We have the power plant, we have Corning over in Wilmington, and ATMC is a big employer here in the county, and they're part of our community. So it's really great that they're able to facilitate our schools having more technology by doing grant funding. It's so impressive and it's so amazing that they're willing to invest their money into the lives of these students that we have here at Bolivia. Because a lot of these students may not have the ability to do this stuff on their own, and because of ATMC, these kids are getting opportunities to learn in new ways in the evolving world with the new technology that's coming out.
Welcome to Being Brunswick. I am here with CETO owners Clay and Heather Hughes. Thank y'all so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
We're excited to be able to come out and learn a little bit about what you guys do in your business on a daily basis, pretty much year round. So tell us a little bit about CETO. How long have y'all been here doing this?
This was a part-time job at Wrightsville Beach in 1991 when I was in college. We eventually bought the franchise here in 2004. So we've been running it full-time since then, and then last year we actually bought the Myrtle Beach franchise, so we have that area as well.
So what is your area that you cover now with the new purchase of Myrtle Beach area?
We now cover, it's about 5 miles up the Cape Fear River from Southport all the way down to the Socastee Swing Bridge down in Myrtle Beach. So about 80 miles of intercoastal waterway that we cover and the offshore waters.
80 miles, that's a lot of coverage area for you guys. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a challenge sometimes, but we love it. I mean, it's kind of in our blood. So
how many people do you have to employ to be able to cover that miles?
I've got 6 captains and then myself, and then we've got Heather's always helping us, and then we've got a full-time lady that works in our office, Jewel. Mm-hmm. She's our dispatcher, so we got 8 or 9 total.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
You guys have a new location as well for your corporate offices, right?
Yes, we are very excited. It's been a hectic week because we're still moving into our new office, but we are now going to be located, it's 837 Brick Landing Road. That's a Charlotte address on 179 between Charlotte and Ocean Isle. It gives us, we own it now, and it gives us a lot more space to stretch our legs a little bit, and very proud of our new shop. So.
Well, we look forward to having a ribbon cutting out there soon so everybody can see your new location.
I can't
so
wait.
We'll schedule
I can't wait to do that.
So right now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get out on one of your boats and kind of do a little tour, and we'll talk about what you guys do a little bit more on the water.
Okay, great.
Let's go do it.
All right.
Wow, this is such an awesome boat, Clay. Tell me a little bit about your boat.
Yeah, this is it's a Zodiac is the make. It's 30 foot in length. Obviously, it's got air tubes, which is good for a number of reasons. It makes it wide and stable. You can pull up beside the boats that we're assisting and not have to worry about damaging the boats. It's fairly lightweight. It's very fast, so we can, fast response. That's important sometimes. So we love this boat. This is our probably the best boat we've got in the fleet.
How fast does it go?
It'll do about 60.
Oh, I think we should try it out. Let's open it up.
Well, first thing we need to do then is get these life jackets on.
All right,
So
let's do that.
that's the rule we got to have. Everybody's got to have a life jacket.
All right, so that goes. I like how small these are, and they're just as good as the traditional.
Yeah, all of our captains have to. We actually they can get penalized if we catch them without a life jacket on. So it's very important, just to project the image to the community that to promote safety. And,
Absolutely.
And we encourage everybody out there to wear life jackets. These are great. I mean, they're not like the big old orange bulky kind. I mean, I'm so used to them now. If I get on a boat and I don't have one, I feel like I'm naked. I'm like, where's
It's like having a seatbelt in the car, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me put this on. So I'm just going to clip it here. Anything else I need to do?
Here, and just pull her a little bit snug.
And I don't want to hit that yellow button, right? That's going to inflate it.
You don't want to pull that. And,
I got it. All right, so let's get on board.
Cito.
Yeah, so we have a call for you.
Okay, what you got?
It's going to be a member job needing a battery jump down in Charlotte Inlet.
Okay, what's the description of the boat?
It's a 2016 19-foot Stingray, white and gray.
Okay.
The boat is Captain Caden.
Captain Caden. Do you have it in fill squared?
Yes, I do. He's going to be on the ICW, the east end of Ocean Isle Beach.
Okay, I'll put in a 5-minute ETA, and if you can pass that on to him, he should also get the text.
Roger, sounds good.
Okay, thanks, sir.
No problem.
All right. So right now we just got a call for, what was it,
Got a battery jump on the east end of Ocean Isle, and then I'll also should have the text. Okay, when we get calls now with our new system, Cito dispatch member, battery jump assigned to your franchise. I've got the member name, his phone number, and the boat location and his location. So I also get it on text, and then it'll be in my Fill Squared app, which is what we use to dispatch calls. So I can click on this, and I will find the job, and here it is right here. So I got all my information. It tells me where he's at, what he's needing, and we're going to get going underway now. So I'm going to hit out, and that's going to record the time that I'm out, and that's going to record the position that we left from, and that'll put it all in the login job at the end. The receipt that we give him, it'll tell him what time we left, where we were when we left. When I get on scene, we'll click that. So we're gonna hit out, and we'll go ahead and get going to his position and see if we can get him help.
All right.
Okay, so what I've done is I've gone into our system and I've put my ETA, which is only 5 minutes. The customer, the member in this case, will actually receive a text saying that we're on the way, and it'll give him the ETA. So that's just another form of him staying notified, and it gives him a contact number where he can call us if he has any questions or if anything changes with his situation.
Okay.
So he should be right in here somewhere. Mr. McMillan, what seems to be the problem today? Won't turn over anything?
Well, I'm not real sure. Must be a dead battery.
Okay, yeah, that's what it came in as a possible battery jump. So we can, I've got Shannon here with me today. We can get her to help you with a battery jump.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you for.
Sure, I didn't know. Get on that side. My battery's over there, but either way.
Okay.
You're the expert.
All right, I'm going to back off and pull just a little bit closer to you. That way we don't have to get off on the beach and we can go straight over.
All right. So what are we going to do right now?
All right,
Clay?
we're going to attempt to jump his battery so we don't have to tow him. That way he can get going and continue to enjoy his day out on the water. So I keep all my dry goods in here. So we will get our little handy dandy jump box out.
So kind of like a car deal,
Yeah,
you know,
like a
not much
car, but,
difference.
We've got a nice waterproof box here.
Okay.
It's actually got super capacitors in there, so it's,
Oh, wow.
it's heavy duty, and you know, some things don't work very long on a boat in saltwater environment, but this thing's pretty tough. So,
All right, wonderful. So
you
we
wanna-
just
you
climb
wanna
over?
be honest?
All right, sure.
Can you get across there?
Yeah. Do you mind if I step on your seat?
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
My son does it all the time.
Okay, so Clay, you're telling me to put the red,
Put the red on
On the-
first.
and I just like this.
Perfect.
Okay, and then the black.
And
They
black.
got wet. Does that matter?
No, it's okay. We're off right now.
I'm not gonna get
Box is off.
shocked. Okay. All right. And then go. All right.
All right, and now we're gonna flip this switch right here, and it's gonna tell us he's at 12.3 voltage now, so he should be. If you wanna, Chris, if you wanna give it a shot and see what you'll do. All right.
So that's it. You
Sure
just.
wasn't doing that 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's,
It's like kind of instantaneous. So do we just take these right off?
yeah, I've got
Okay.
it off now, so you can take the black one off first. All right, and the other one.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being a member.
Wonderful.
I'll, it's no charge. I'll get your signature here. Okay, I'm gonna create an invoice here. All right, Chris, just give me 1 second here, and I'll get your signature. Okay. All right, if you'll just sign right here for me, that saved yourself $325 today.
That's great. That's a deal.
Y'all, do you guys pick up people that are not members as well and just have a different rate for that? or
Yeah,
is
we
it
do.
just- okay.
Like I say, if he hadn't have been a member here, that would have been $325 for the first hour of service.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we'll service members and non-members alike. I mean, we would rather everybody be a member because you know now he's happy. It's not costing him anything. You know, he can go on his way and enjoy the rest of his day out here boating. But if you know people who choose not to be a member, they get out on the water, they're going to need your help also. So
Yeah.
we can do that as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you again.
Hey, thank you very much, sir.
You don't have
Get
to
you,
do that.
get you a cold iced tea when you get back.
I'm going to give that to Shannon since she did all the work.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Well, have fun on the rest of your journey today
I'll try.
and enjoy
Thank you.
your,
It's a
your
beautiful
beautiful day.
day.
Yes, sir. Thank
Absolutely.
you. All right. Thanks for letting me touch your boat.
Well, good job.
Woo!
You did great.
Whoa! I feel like a pirate, but a good pirate.
Start coming on the boat with us all the time.
Hey, yeah. That was pretty good. That was a great, quick and easy.
That was an easy one, and he's happy. He's a member, so yeah, we.
So your membership, they can join. There's like an annual fee or something like that, or a
Yeah,
monthly fee.
our membership is $179 a year, and that covers you for a year, and that covers every boat you own, including jet skis. A lot of people down here we find have their big boat, their small boat, a couple of jet skis, and that covers everything, whether they're on it or not. And so it's free towing, battery jumps, fuel drops, ungroundings. There's a sandbar here right in front of us. A lot of people tend to find that. We'll pull them off. That's included in the membership. And you know, we'll have tows, especially offshore tows, where you have a lot of time involved that can easily run up into the thousands of dollars if you're not a member. So it's our preference that everybody's a member. It makes our job easier, just like with Chris, just sign and go. You know, might have to worry about boat problems being fixed, but you don't have to worry about a large tow bill. So
Wow, I mean that was a great saving. I mean he pretty much paid for his it was a $300
yeah, it would have been
charge.
$325 minimum 1 hour. So
and he only paid $179 a year. That's for the service, and
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about today that you want us to mention about CETO and what you guys do?
We mentioned, you know, when we put our life jackets on, we talked about safety. We try to be avid promoters of safety because some of the things that we see on the water, some of the kind of foolish things that people do, unfortunately a lot of it is when there's alcohol involved on the boat. But we see a lot of things on the water that can be very dangerous. We've actually assisted before with helping people, pulling people out of the water. So one thing that we try to do to help promote safety is we've got life jacket stands set up at all the boat ramps. Most of the boat ramps in Brunswick County, I think we've got 9 stands set up now. So every public boat ramp and some of the private boat ramps now that you'll go to, you'll see life jacket stands that were actually provided by North Carolina Wildlife, and we provide the life jackets on there in every size from infant all the way up to oversized adult. So if somebody gets to the ramp and they realize that they forgot their life jackets, you know, obviously children have to wear them while underway, and sometimes they don't have the right size, so we provide those. We do that through the CETO Foundation just as a benefit to the community.
Wonderful.
So that's you know, just something else that we try to do to give back to the community.
And that's kind of an honor system. They borrow and put it back when they're done.
Exactly, yeah,
Okay.
and it explains it on there is just, you know, use it for the day, or if you're in town for the week, use it for the week and return it. And surprisingly, most people return those. I mean,
wonderful.
you know, I was scared we were going to be out there restocking them every week, but I stopped by one in Holden Beach one day, and there's only 2 out of about 10 life jackets there, and I was like, okay, I got to go back and restock. I went back, got 8 more life jackets the next day, brought it back, and there was 9 life jackets on the stand. Everybody had come back and returned them,
That's
so
good.
it gave me a good feeling. You know, it's kind of, the program's working, I think.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for allowing me and ATMC to come out today and get on the water and see what you guys do. I'm very impressed with your operation, the technology, the opportunity to help, you know, people that are stranded in our waterways, and the safety component that you do. So thank you so much, Clay and Heather, for having us out here. So thank you.
Well, you gotta drive the boat before you leave,
Yes,
right?
I do. So how do I do that?
Just you switch places with me here, and you can get at the wheel.
All right.
And these are the throttles. And all that.
Yeah.
One for each engine, so you can go as fast or as slow as you feel comfortable with.
So do you do one or both?
You can hold them in the middle and kind of do both.
All right, so we're going like 5 knots, so we're gonna punch this up now. This is really crazy. Am I supposed to turn this too?
You can turn it, just keep that red marker on your starboard side, you know your starboard side.
Right side?
That's right,
All
very
right.
good.
Only because it's on the right side.
Okay, that one was obvious. All right.
Okay, this is great. Well, thank you all again, and I appreciate the opportunity to be out here.
Well, thanks for having us, and anytime you can come right along.
All right.
Basically, it's being used to incorporate the North Carolina math standards into a hands-on activity using the garden for that. They use it for many different ways. 4th grade math and elementary math in general is kind of the everyday math that adults use. So when we go to plant our crops or harvest our crops, we have to figure out how many crops can we put into a box. So we have to multiply, divide the box, measure it, fraction it out, things like that. They like being outside. So much of their time is spent indoors, spending time using computers and things like that. So they really enjoy coming out and really getting their hands dirty and working out in the yard. And the way that the education system is and the money restrictions financially, we really don't have a lot of extra funds for projects like this. So it's important and really a huge thing that companies like ATMC hand out grants for education and allow teachers to do different projects and really open the eyes of students with things like gardens and other projects that they do.
I really appreciate it. This really has helped me with us growing a lot of things, and next year I'm going to 5th grade and I hope the 4th graders enjoy the garden.
You guys gave us the opportunity to get a hands-on experience with the garden and doing math while we're learning the garden.